Good morning, students. I am your Srinivas sir. Today we are going to start your integers part 4. Before we are going to start this lesson, dear students, have to practice what we are up to now, finish the lesson. So today I am going to teach the properties of addition and subtraction of integers. So the first property is closure property under addition. Remember students, this closure property comes addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, but today we only discuss that closure property or closure under addition. So integers are closure under addition. The condition is for any two integers a and b are two integer is said to be a plus b. When two integers we can add, it also integer. When two integers we add, it gets another integer, means it is a closure under addition. How? For example, A belongs to Z. That means A belongs to integers and B also belongs to integers. When we add A plus B, the condition is it is also be an integer. Then it will be holds good for closure under addition. So don't to be confused, student. When we add two integer, for example I show here 17 is a integer, 9 is also integer. The when we add a plus b, consider 17 is a, 9 is b, and answer is 26. 26 is also an integer, it's a positive integer. Another one minus 7, consider a is equal to minus 7, b is equal to minus 21. When we add we get minus 29, 28. Minus 28 also a integer. So we can conclude that the closure property under integer it holds good. Then what is the case of subtraction? So integers are closure under subtraction. So let's we check. Integers closure under subtraction. The condition is for any two integers a and b. For any two integers a and b, it's said to be a minus b. When two integers we can subtract, then the difference of two integers also be a integer. Then it concludes that it holds good for, that means closures are under subtraction. For example, a and b are said to be integers. When we subtract a minus b, we get the difference also be a integers. So that is a belongs to z, b belongs to, say this one is belongs to, this denotes belongs to here. So a belongs to z, b belongs to z, then a minus b said to be belongs to z. Then the integers of subtraction closure under subtraction. For example, consider a is equal to 7, b is equal to minus 9. When we are subtracting, 7 minus 9 is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 also a integer. Here 17 minus 21, the answer is 38. 38 also integer. Next commutative property, we move on to what we discuss now, closure property under addition and subtraction. In the case of integers, both addition and subtraction holds good for closure property. Let's we check for commutative property under addition. Remember students, this only we can discuss under addition. It's again come commutative property under multiplication. That time we can discuss. Just we discuss now commutative property under addition. We know that two whole number product gives two number products gives or sum gives whole number only. For example, 3 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. When we reversing the numbers, we get the same answer in the case of whole numbers. But we can discuss here integers. It satisfy commutative property. Let's check here. minus 8 plus of minus 9 is equal to, I reverse this digits, minus 9 plus of minus 8 are they are same as question mark. Here we can solve by using the addition and subtraction properties. 8 plus of minus is minus 8 minus 9 minus 8 minus 9 is, when the signs are same we can add the digits and we write the negative sign here. See, minus 17 is equal to minus 17. Then it says a plus b is equal to b plus a. Integers holds good or integers satisfy for commutative property. We can conclude here integers satisfy commutative property. Let's check some example. Minus 8 minus 9, see, I already shown this. We take another one example. Minus 23 plus 32 is equal to 32 plus minus 23. Minus 23 plus 32 right as it is, 32 right as it is, plus of minus is minus, right 23. Minus 23 plus 32 is, here minus, here plus. We can subtract, but the bigger number 32 have positive sign, so the answer is plus 9. Here also 9. 9 is equal to 9. There means a plus b is equal to b plus a. Next we move on to associative property. Associative property under addition. Again I tell you, it is only under addition. We can operate only under addition. We know that associative property we can deal in the whole numbers. It says a plus b, a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Here the differences is the bracket holds in b plus c, here a plus b. Let's we check by whole numbers. Add a is equal to 2, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 5. Then answer come 11 is equal to 11. It works on whole number, but its work on integers. Let's we check. Here a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 3, c is equal to minus 5. Then here you can simplify this. Minus 2, 3 plus of minus 5, minus 2 plus 3 plus of minus 5. Here write minus 2 as it is, plus bracket, put bracket, 3 as it is, plus of minus is minus, write 5 as it is, and minus 2 plus 3 is 1, because the positives, the bigger number contains positive number, so 1, plus of minus is minus, 5 as it is, so it comes minus 4 is equal to minus 4. So integers are holds good for associative property under addition. Next we move on to additive identity. We know already, we check in whole number. In the case of whole numbers, let's we check in the integers. So additive identity say a plus 0 or any number add with 0 in any order, we get that number only. So or in a whole number add with 0, we get whole number only. So in the case of integers, for example, a is equal to minus 3, additive identity says a plus 0 or 0 plus a is equal to a. We take minus 3 plus 0 or 0 plus of minus 3. So minus 3 is equal to minus 3. So it's work.